You still exploring a little bit this morning, Dash? Oh, that was scary, wasn't it? That's mine. I haven't spilled a Diet Coke in this cup holder in months. Morning, everybody. Getting a couple more cameras set up, and then we're gonna get going. It's a beautiful Friday. Okay, that's not true. It's beautiful that we made it to Friday, but it's a little bit cloudy outside, but we're hanging out with sloths. So if you're not feeling the weather and you want it to be nice and warm, you can come on out to Ocoee Riverside Farm and hang out with some cool animals. Where's everybody watching from this morning? We're here in Benton, Tennessee at Ocoee Riverside Farm. And this is Dash right here in front of me. Getting ready to get started. Good morning, Chris in Orlando. You guys got rain down there too, or is it all right? So we're hanging out with Dash here. This is Dash, the two-fingered sloth. But we actually have 3 more sloths here. They are all two-fingered or two-toed Linnaeus sloths. It's 85 and beautiful. Well, I'm a little bit jealous because it's about 45 and a little rainy in Tennessee. Good morning up there in East Tennessee. How you doing? Good morning, everybody. We're live here at Ocoee Riverside Farm. This is Dash. He's a two-fingered or two-toed Linnaeus sloth. And Ocoee Riverside Farm is located in Benton, Tennessee. Benton, Tennessee is halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville. We're right on the banks of the beautiful river. Good morning, Patty in Florida. Hope you're having a great day. Someone just told me it was nice and sunny in Florida. I think 85, so I'm a little bit jealous from that. Where's Flash? Well, Flash lives right back here in this area. He has a huge, giant, 2-story enclosure. So he hasn't came down yet. We don't have any encounters this morning. So we weren't like, hey Flash, here's some food, come hang out with us. We just kind of opened the door and we're here hanging out. But we thought we'd do some videos this morning and check on all y'all, see how you're doing. Somebody said that they were asking about gift certificates. How do you find those? So yeah, if you go to our website at OcoeeRiversideFarm.com, click on Farm Shop, and you can do a gift certificate. And I think it's pretty much any amount. Maybe we got some high rollers out there where it maxes out for them, but I guess you could get more than one. Good morning, Robbie. You love sloths? Well, that's great. We have 4 of them here at Ocoee Riverside Farm. This is Dash. He is about 15 months old. We also have Zoe. She's going to be turning 2 December 15th or 16th. And then Flash stays right here behind me. He has a giant 2-story enclosure and he has an outdoor area. But it has to be a lot warmer than it is today. But what's really cool is just back there where we were looking at the top where you saw that big window, that's the sloth suite. So if you want a sloth for a roommate, you can come to Ocoee Riverside Farm, stay upstairs in the sloth suite, and have Flash for a roommate. So the sloth suite's really amazing. It has 3 master suites. They are really cool. So 1 has a jacuzzi, 2 have hanging beds, and then there's bunk rooms. They are really cool. I don't know if you've ever seen Chronicles of Narnia, like Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, but there's a wardrobe. And so you have to open the wardrobe, move the clothes, and go in to get to the bunk rooms. And this is for the kids. Well, I guess adults could do it too. So when you go in that little bunk room, you can look down in the floor and see baby kangaroos and baby camels, and you can actually come here and bottle feed baby kangaroos. So right now we're looking up into Flash's area. That's where Flash lives, and right up there is the sloth suite. The room where we are now This is where we do sloth encounters. You can see the lovely mural they got painted here. Got some trees going up onto the sky, beautiful macaw here. And we do have macaws here at the farm. We have Tiki and Skittles. And a lot of times we fly those birds during a farm tour. So a lot of people say, hey, I want to come visit. How do I come visit? What does that mean? How do I visit this farm? I want to hug a sloth. I want to cuddle a sloth. I don't know what to do. Those are all the questions we get all the time. So a great way to start out is go to our website and look where it says encounters and select on farm tour or animal encounter. So those run 60 to 90 minutes and you're getting to see the majority of our 150 animals. So you're starting out with the goats and the sheep and the sulcata tortoises, the llamas and the alpacas, and then you move into the barn and you're seeing hedgehogs, armadillos, sugar gliders, micro squirrels, camels, coatimundis, macaws, iguanas. I mean, you are seeing a ton of stuff, kangaroos. Then from that point, some people choose to add on baby kangaroo bottle feeding. That's really popular. And then also we do the cuddles with spider monkeys, and you can hang out with Scottish Highland cows, and of course, you can cuddle sloths. Good morning, everybody. We're live here at Ocoee Riverside Farm. Good morning, Debbie. Thank you for watching. Thank you, everybody, for all the follows and the likes and the shares. We really appreciate that. We have a couple moderators that do a great job of answering questions when we can't get to them. That's Lorraine and Sis. When we're doing encounters, a lot of times someone's going to be standing in front of a camera, or we might not be able to answer something. We are not being rude to our online audience. It's just that if you come here for an encounter, you are our priority, not the online audience. He says, you look better upside down. Oh yeah, it's a Friday. Everything feels upside down, right? So who's got some amazing weekend plans for December? Going out there and seeing the lighting of the Christmas tree? Are you out there looking for Santa? While you're out there looking for Santa, don't forget the real meaning of Christmas. The meaning of Christmas is the birth of Jesus Christ. And that's what we believe here at the farm. And we believe that God, our Creator, created all these amazing animals and that we should be good stewards of them. Right, Dash? What do you think, bud? Dash is a two-finger or two-toed Linnaeus sloth, and he is about 15 months old. And we actually have 4 sloths here at Ocoee Riverside Farm. 3 of them you can hold, one of them which is Dash, but you can also hold Chloe, Zoe, and then Dash. Morning, everybody. If you're just joining us, this is Dash. He's a sloth. I'm Kevin. I'm a human. And right back here is where Flash lives. It's a giant 2-story enclosure, and it actually goes outside also. Did you know that sloths require their environment to be between 75 to 80, almost 85 degrees all the time? So if it's not that temperature, they can't process their food. And the reason they can't is they rely on bacteria to do all the heavy work for them. So the environment has to be warm enough to keep that bacteria going. Sloths only use the bathroom every 7 to 10 days. So what they do, they're on the tree, and then they're climbing all the way down to the bottom, and then they're holding onto the tree, and they do this little potty dance. And when they use the bathroom in the same spot every time, there's sloth moss living in that pile of excrement. And then the sloth moss crawls up onto the sloth, like it's all over it. There's 100 to 200 bugs all over this. So then the sloth crawls back up into the tree, covered in bugs, covered in algae and bacteria. And then when the sloth is grooming itself, it gets the bacteria and some protein on its claws and it ingests it. So that's what aids in keeping that bacterial process going with the sloth. So that amazing symbiotic relationship just keeps going this endless cycle. Here at the farm, the sloths already have their start of the bacteria from their mom, and we're able to keep it going with all 4 sloths. If we ever had an emergency, we could do a fecal transfer, but our goal here is to keep the sloths healthy and happy. So when we're monitoring their diet and watching their bathroom, we have to take and maintain those observations. Good morning, everybody. If you're just now joining us, we're live here at Ocoee Riverside Farm. This is Dash, and he is a 2-finger or 2-toed Linnaeus sloth. Sloths have monorod chromacy. So what that means is that they basically see in black and white. They're kind of like that old 80s night vision. So they're always kind of looking around, seeing what is happening. They rely on their sense of hearing and sense of smell to determine where they are and if there are any threats in their environment. He is a cute little sloth. His name is Dash. Where's everybody watching from this morning? We had a lot of Florida earlier. I think you guys are just trying to make me jealous because you have better weather than us right now. It's a little chilly up here in Tennessee. Do they do anything? They do. They sit here and they look cute. Do they bite? They bite when they eat their food. We don't put our fingers in their mouths. Arizona. What's going on, Arizona? Missouri. How old is he? About 15 months. Hawaii. Good morning. What island? Vallejo. East Tennessee. That's what I'm talking about. Representing. Flash. Flash is up here. Buffalo, Kentucky. How's it going? Flash lives back there in that area. He's still up there snoozing. I think he's sleeping in. He senses the rain. He's like, I'm gonna chill. Good morning, Miranda, North Carolina. Hope you are having an amazing day. Where's Chloe? Chloe just had a little snack and she's snoozing. I'll grab her here in 1 second. Arkansas, how you doing, Arkansas? 17 Celsius, that would be too cold, right? Way too cold. Aren't they illegal to own? It depends where you are and why you got the sloth. So here's the deal. We are licensed by the USDA as an exhibitor. That means for all intents and purposes, we are a zoo. Los Angeles, good morning. Hope you have a great day. Got the best sunsets out there. It is a baby sloth, and his name is Dash. Isn't it, Dash? Where are we? We're in Benton, Tennessee, halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville. Sorry, I almost said halfway between Ocoee and Knoxville, but we're right on the Ocoee. You're making plans to come here this spring. You will love it. Here's the deal. Hey, Debbie in East Tennessee. Hope you're having a great day. Spring, summer, and fall, those are all amazing here. Winter's good too, obviously. Spring and summer, you got the river running. The 1996 Olympics were held just upstream of us. So there is a lot of rafting here. We have a rafting partner that we team up with, and they do a good job. We took the whole farm out there and did a trip on the Olympic and the middle. Great time. Right here in front of the farm, in front of your covered wagon. It's good for paddleboarding, tubing, and fishing. These series of dams were built over 100 years ago, and so the Caney Creek Village was just upstream of us, and there were over 2,000 people living there at one time, but they had no horses and no cars. That town is actually in Ripley's, believe it or not, and there's a lot of really amazing history over there. And you can even see the old hotel that they had, and everybody would live there and then travel in, and then up some of the other random creeks in the area, you find the old homesteads or different structures that they abandoned. But there's just really so much history around here. What does the sloth say? I'm not sure, but as long as it doesn't go like the song, it'll be great. Are we close to the Nantahala? Yeah, we're only like an hour from the Nantahala. Good river over there also. What a cutie he is. Dash is the cutest ever. What do the sloths smell like? They don't really smell like much. The reason they don't want to have a scent is they're trying to avoid predators. Good morning, everybody. If you're just now joining us, this is Dash. He's a two-finger or two-toed Linnaeus sloth. And we're gonna look at a baby sloth now. Who wants to see a baby sloth? I'm talking about baby. Like tiny. Does anybody want to see a baby sloth? Let me know. I need a couple yeses. I see 2. Does anybody know the baby sloth's name? Oh, somebody knows. Okay, I'll go get the sloth. Give me 1 second. All right, let's see if I can get up. Man, I feel old sometimes. What's up with that? This is Chloe. Chloe is a baby two-finger or two-toed Linnaeus sloth. And this is pretty much what she does all day. And the reason we use a towel, it's because she's so small that it's a lot easier for her to hold on to the towel because it's kind of big. But if she crawls up on us or you, it's totally fine. As she gets older, we really won't use the towel for a transfer, but right now we just do things to try to make the animals comfortable because that's our goal, is to make sure that the animals are happy. Are they smart or they have limited thinking? I've seen some deduction, so not just a response, things like, oh, this happens, I remember that this is here, this goes back that way. So yeah, I think they're just very methodical. So it's not that they're slow thinking, it's that they're very methodical because they're planning and looking. Yeah, I think that they're fairly intelligent. Good morning, everybody. We are live here at Ocoee Riverside Farm. If you've ever wanted to come hold a sloth, you can do that here. We are located in Benton, Tennessee, halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville. We have over 150 animals, and we have sloths that you can cuddle. We also obviously do gift certificates. So if you guys are looking for a pretty awesome Christmas present, you can go to our website, OcoeeRiversideFarm.com, and do gift certificates for sloth cuddles. Another cool thing that we just started doing is cuddles in cabins or wagons. So if you're actually staying here on the farm, we can do the sloth encounter inside your lodging. Upstairs right above us is the sloth suite. Here, I'll show you. So this is where Flash lives back here. And then up above, way up there, is the sloth suite. So the sloth suite is like the ultimate crib. For real. What was that? Ice Cube or something that did cribs? I can't remember. But upstairs is the sloth suite. There's 3 master suites. There's a hidden bunk room. So the hidden bunk room is set up like Chronicles of Narnia. I'm for real. Like you open up a wardrobe, move clothes, and then you go inside and you can look down and see baby camels, kangaroos. It's amazing. But the really cool thing is that with the sloth suite, you get a sloth for a roommate. You told your mom about this and she said you have to go. Well, awesome. That would be perfect. You like the Chronicles of Narnia? I do too. Guys, we stayed here in January or February when we had the big snowstorm, and I have an 8-year-old little girl, and she loved it. The camels were out running in the snow, the little hidden passageways. It is an amazing place to create memories forever. So we just got extra wagons, and so they're all lined up right along the river now. It looks really cool. So we have, I think it's paddy wagon, chuck wagon, bandwagon, welcome wagon. So you can have the whole family reunion out there. Being around sloths makes you calm. I think it does. Hey AC, where are we? We're in Benton, Tennessee. She did have a great time, yes. Zootopia, that's right. We're all about a little bit of Zootopia. Mix it in with a little bit of maybe Adventures in Odyssey or something like that. I think that would be a good description of the farm. Good morning, everybody. We are live here at Ocoee Riverside Farm. This is Chloe. She is a baby two-fingered or two-toed Linnaeus sloth. We have over 150 animals here, and you can come and hang out with sloths or micro, mini Scottish Highland cows. We have Dolly and Annie, and they are tiny. They're only like 60 pounds, and they are the cutest things you've ever seen. Looks like Flash is coming out to say hi. I almost totally missed that. And I'll move this so we can get them out.
Come on this way. You got a bubble. You just blew a snot bubble. Come on.
It's sloth Jenga. You have an Ocoee in Florida, I know, and I know that always makes us come up down there. But it's kind of interesting, and I know that there's a Riverside in California, so I think about 30% of the people think we're in Florida, and then the other 30% of the people think that we are in California. So I know that doesn't equal 100%. Alright, let's see if we can adjust this up and we'll feed Flash. Michaela got us some food ready. That's where you're from, is Riverside, California. It's pretty out there. There's a lot of parts of California I really think are gorgeous. I mean, whether it's beach or mountains with rivers or redwoods, whatever, you know. Hey Flash, bud, I got a lot more for you right here. So Flash is our eldest sloth, and he was our first sloth here at Ocoee Riverside Farm. Getting him kind of set up, and then I'll grab Chloe also. Do we brush Flash? No, we don't brush him. Well, I say that, but probably from all the pets that he gets, he might as well be brushed, right? Alright. Sorry, I had to move 13 things around. I think if, I obviously don't believe in reincarnation, but if I could have a bunch of extra set of arms like an octopus, that would be pretty handy. What do you think, Michaela? Would you like more arms? Yeah, it'd be amazing. You're like, people are like, do you need a hand? And I'm like, I literally do need a hand. I need like 3 more hands and 3 more arms. Good morning, everybody. We're live here at Ocoee Riverside Farm. We have Chloe, the baby sloth, right here. And this is Flash. All of our sloths here at Ocoee Riverside Farm are two-fingered or two-toed Linnaeus sloths. And the reason that we don't have any three-fingered sloths is they really need to eat the leaves of the Sarcopia tree, which does not natively grow in North America. But I think Flash's coloring and everything looks awesome this morning. Flash, did you do something different with your hair? Did you get your hair cut this morning? I think he's a little insulted. I think maybe he just brushed his hair. Flash, 100-yard dash, that's right. Good morning, everybody. We're live here at Ocoee Riverside Farm. This is Flash. He's a two-fingered or two-toed Linnaeus sloth. This is Chloe. She's also a sloth, but she's just a little baby. She only weighs about 2.5 pounds. And if you've ever wanted to come hold a sloth or cuddle a sloth, you can do that here at Ocoee Riverside Farm. When you go to our website, OcoeeRiversideFarm.com, just go over to where it says animal encounters or sloths and then look at each individual thing. You can figure out what you want to do. Right, Flash? Flash is like, enough messing around, give me some more food. So a lot of people ask, what does a sloth encounter entail? So if you book sloth encounter with Flash, you're gonna have about 30 minutes where we are feeding Flash and you're actually feeding just like I'm doing. You're going to be lightly petting Flash with the back of your hand. We're not gonna do the cat scrunch thing because they don't like it. So we're just lightly petting him. And when you come to visit any of the animals, please do not cover yourself in your lotions and potions and colognes and all that. We know that you want to smell good. We get it. We want you to smell good too. But we don't want to know that you smell good before you get here. So let's try to keep all that down to a minimum because sloths have a very, very sensitive sense of smell. And we're trying not to overwhelm them. Another thing is, please no huge hoop earrings or jewelry or like big necklaces, because these guys have little claws, little grappling hooks. Right, Flash? See those little hooks? Yeah, that one. You don't want that wrapping around your little earring or necklace or something dangling off you, because if that hook grabs it, it's not because he wants to, he's just like reaching for another little piece. So let's not give them something to grab onto, alright? Some of the other great encounters that you can do here is hang out with micro mini Scottish Highland cows. So Dolly and Annie are two of the little ones that we got here. And they only weigh like 60 pounds. They are so small you could basically pick them up. They're all white. Dolly has black tip nose, ears, and feet. Annie's the same way, except it's red. Pretty cute. If you're staying here at the farm, one of the kind of earlier morning encounters is bottle feeding baby kangaroos. So you can imagine waking up in the morning, grabbing your coffee, relaxing, and then coming to bottle feed baby kangaroos. So you could do that. I think it's 9:30. After that, a lot of people roll into a sloth encounter at 10 a.m. with Flash. Typically, people roll from that into the VIP encounter with Zoe or Dash, and that's where you're actually holding a sloth. People then sometimes will do a farm tour, and that's where you're seeing almost all of our 150 animals. The riding the camel. Let me tell you about our huge camel. Hold on one second. I'm gonna get him a green bean. But this camel is a giant. Alright. So the camel that we have is Ed and Abu and Humphrey. But Ed is massive. He is the biggest camel in North America. He weighs 1,750 pounds. We even had to cut a hole in his stall to get him in there. He's over 7 feet tall. Where are we? We're in Benton, Tennessee. We're halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville, and we have a giant camel. Ed is huge, and the sound he makes is really cool. I don't know if you've ever seen Star Wars, but you know the sounds that like Wookiees or Chewbacca makes? That really loud sound? That's from camels. So when you're here at the farm, if you're like, are we in a scene of Star Wars? Nah, you're not in Star Wars. You're at Ocoee Riverside farm, and you're hearing camels and zebras and all of our animals making their glorious sounds every day. You like Star Wars? Awesome. The baby, I know, the baby sloth. This is Chloe, and she's a two-finger or two-toed, a Linnaeus sloth, and I'm pretty sure she's about the cutest thing ever. Somebody was asking, do we do gift certificates? We have gift certificates. That's right. go to our website at OcoeeRiversideFarm.com, look on Farm Shop, and then from there you can grab your gift certificates. Do we only have sloths? No, we have over 150 animals for real. And we have covered wagons right on the banks of the Ocoee River. So, pretty amazing. Ocoee Riverside Farm is a 30-acre family farm right on the banks of the Ocoee River. The covered wagons are lined up all right there, and the riverside cabin. You can sit out there, have a fire, right out the front doors of the river. You can unzip the back, and then you're looking out at zebras. Wait, did I mention zebras? Oh yeah, zebras. Fallon, farm manager, she's been working with Zeke, our baby zebra. So now he's halter trained, leading them around. I think they're even doing encounters with Zeke. So if you've ever wanted to hang out with a baby zebra, you can do that here at Ocoee Riverside Farm. You like zebras too? You like all the animals? You gotta come visit. Guys, thank you so much for watching and for sharing the lives and all the gifts. It really does go to help the animals. We're rolling into winter here, and it gets a little chilly. We had snow last year. Sloths require their environment to be between 75, 80, even 85 degrees. So we really got to crank up the heat in the winter. Where are we located? We're in Benton, Tennessee, halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville. We're right on the banks of the beautiful Ocoee River, and you can come visit and hang out with sloths, kangaroos, camels. Wait, did I mention that you can bottle feed baby kangaroos? You're in North Carolina? Awesome. I love North Carolina. Lived in Hendersonville, well, East Flat Rock for a while. Daughter is even named after the Green River. Her name's Emerald. But love the Outer Banks too. Ocracoke Island. I think that that's one of the coolest beachside ocean towns I've ever been to. I'm lucky ducky, I agree. I am very lucky. You're in West Virginia, you're gonna come? Well, awesome. Wilmington, there you go. Too adorable. What's banned for good reason? I don't know what's banned. Your son and your husband, families in Hendersonville. I love Hendo. It's so beautiful. They get a little excited with those bears all over the square, but hey, I get it. There are 3 sloths you can hold. That's right, Lorraine, you were totally right. Good morning, everybody. Hey, we have some really awesome moderators that do a great job of grabbing questions that we miss when we're either doing encounters or there's just too many for us to see. So Lorraine and Sis do an amazing job on helping us out on all of our social media when we're doing lives, because there's a ton of questions and we can't always get to them, so we really appreciate it. Good morning, everybody. We're live here at Ocoee Riverside Farm. This is Flash, this is Chloe, I'm Kevin, and if you've ever wanted to hang out with sloths, you can do that here at Ocoee Riverside Farm. Did you want one more, bud? I think he's trying to decide if he wants one more or if he's done. Yeah, Flash is all about showing off. Do you want another one, bud? He might be done. If he's done, that's okay. We might go grab an armadillo. Does anybody want to see an armadillo? If I can get some sayings that we want some armadillos, we might go grab an armadillo. You love sloths? Well, awesome, because we have 4 sloths here at Ocoee Riverside Farm. Chloe's just one of them. So who wants to see some sloths? Who wants to see it? Well, we already got sloths. I meant armadillos. Hey, Sloth, it's you. Way to go. Guys, we have Sloth watching the channel right now. Thank you so much. Bring them all. Oh, you want to see an armadillo? Alright, let me go look for an armadillo. Guys, we are a real farm that you can come to, okay? I just chunked a green bean, didn't mean to do that. We're located in Benton, Tennessee at Ocoee Riverside Farm. You can come visit us, we have lodging, you can even stay here. There is electricity, we're not in the middle of nowhere. We obviously have internet, but what's good is that it's peaceful and it's quiet and it's relaxing. It's not gonna feel like a zoo where you go and you're walking with hundreds of people to try to maybe see something in the corner. Zoos have their place, and that's totally great. Here, what we're trying to go for is experiential lodging, where you're actually reaching out and touching and learning about the animals. And when we're teaching about the animals, we're telling you what we believe, and we believe that all of these animals and that we were created by God. You're welcome to have your own opinion, and that's totally fine. Everybody is welcome to their own opinion, but we believe that we were created by God, and all these animals were also. That being said, I'll go get the armadillo for you because you guys are amazing, and we really appreciate you so much. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go grab him. Alright guys, this is Baku! Baku is a 3-banded armadillo. So, part of the reason that we have Baku, not only is he really, really cool, but he's slightly related to the sloths. But not only the sloths, but giant anteaters too. And the reason that they're related is they are all in the superorder of Zothorans. And not only is that a cool word, but it means hinge-spined. So they are the only 3 mammals that have the ability to curl themselves all the way up into a ball. He's actually getting some chunk to him now. You know, for several months, we've been telling people that he's going to get the size of a soccer ball. And we were like, he is not growing. He is not growing. He is not growing, but he is growing. So, some cool things here about Mr. Baku is his outside area is called his carapace. So it's not like the typical shell. It's actually warm to the touch. And keratin is made up of the same material as your hair and your nails, which is keratin. And they say that it would even stop at 22. But I'm not going to test that. Is this an armadillo? It is an armadillo. But not just any armadillo. This is a 3-banded armadillo, and his name is Baku, short for Bakugan. You live in rural Missouri, and you see a lot of them? Yep. So those are typically going to be 7, 8, 9-banded that we have here in the southeast, like Tennessee, Florida, places like that. Those have the longer tail and cannot completely ball themselves all the way up. These guys are one of only 2 armadillos that can. The other one is still a 3-banded armadillo. It's just that one says it's one southern. So maybe that armadillo has a little bit more of an accent than the other armadillo. I'm not sure what it is, but that's the deal. But did you know there are over 20 different kinds of armadillos? So there's even the little tiny one called the pink fairy armadillo, and its shell kind of goes out to the side. It's got a little pink fur off to it. It's cute. And then there's the giant armadillo. This thing's huge, like 100 pounds. So I don't know if that armadillo would really be good for picking up, but it would be entertaining. Baku here is being very chill and not opening up. He is a male. We are looking for a female, and we want to name her Shaka Khan. So we would have Bakugan and Shaka Khan. I think John really wants the walkout music for that. I mean, who wouldn't? Because maybe a little bit of fog, some Shaka Khan music for the armadillos. What's their lifespan? You're looking at like 15, 20. The armadillos that we have up here, they are 7, 8, 9-banded. They're not the 3-banded ones like you have here. These are typically down in Brazil. Maybe hanging out with the sloths, things like that. It is a Pokemon, exactly, and that's why his name is Bakugan. Hey Bakugan. 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 Guys, if you're just joining us, we're live here at Ocoee Riverside Farm, and this is Baku. He is a 3-banded armadillo, and he is in the superorder of Zothoran. So he is kind of related to the sloths up there and even the giant anteater. What that means is they are the only mammals that have the ability to roll themselves all the way up into a perfect little ball. Another feature that I think is super cute is his little ears. See how they perfectly just fold back in and out? So a trap that they do is they kind of open like this. And then if a predator tries to like get their finger in there or they're trying to eat them, right? When they snap that back down, it does not feel good. It's like a car door slamming on your finger. So when they open back, don't put your finger in there. John tickles them, but John's brave. Is he sad when he's in a ball? No, he's just kind of protecting himself. All right, give me 1 second. Who wants to see a tortoise? What kind of tortoise do you think I'm gonna bring out? Never heard it, an armadillo. Armadilla. Oh, I see. Hey, here's another thing about armadillos. Get this. Okay. So you know on a guitar, the body of the guitar, the back of it, right? In South America, the charango is made out of armadillos, this back. So you could have a charango, which is made out of the shell of an armadillo, sitting there playing. I think that would be pretty entertaining. I looked it up. They are real. Kind of sounds maybe like a banjo, but yeah, a charango. He does have armor. All right, let me grab these little sulcata tortoises. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna let you hang out here with Flash while we grab these little tortoises. And while we're doing that, where's everybody watching from? Let me know where you are. We're here in Benton, Tennessee. We're hanging out with some sloths this morning. And because we don't have any encounters right now, we're hanging out with you. So what do you want to know about the animals or the farm? What's your question? Central Oregon, how's it going? Beautiful up that way. Kentucky, Minnesota. Do we have a blue macaw? No, we don't have blue. They're like scarlet macaws, and I forget the other one, but basically red, yellow. The other one does have some blue in it, but not a ton. What kind of dog is that? That right there, that's a sloth dog. That's Flash. He's a two-fingered or two-toed Linnaeus sloth. But this little guy right here, sorry, I'm trying to set some of these cameras while I zoom this in. Alright, this is a baby sulcata tortoise, okay? So we have Franklin and Fiona right outside, and they're probably about 15, 20 years old, and they're about 80 pounds. So these guys can live well over 100 pounds, live well over 100 years, and make it well over 100 pounds. So there was a Galapagos tortoise, right, from the Galapagos Islands that Charles Darwin took, right? So Charles Darwin took a Galapagos tortoise, and that same Galapagos tortoise ended up being Steve Irwin's. So that Galapagos tortoise lived for 176 years. I feel like that is pretty amazing. Like, we can't even make cars that hardly make it like 5 or 10. And there's animals going all over the world, living a couple hundred years. That's why I believe in God, because that's pretty amazing. It is a cool fun fact. Is this a snapping turtle? No. This is a sulcata tortoise, and up above me is not a tortoise. That's a sloth. And I'm a human. I'm trying to readjust these cameras for you guys, and then I'm gonna get out the another animal. How old is this one? This guy is only like 3 or 4 months, and then the sloth above me, he's about 7.5. Are they my personal pets? No. We are at Ocoee Riverside farm in Benton, Tennessee. We have over 150 animals, And we actually have lodging, so you guys can come here and stay. You can hang out with all of these awesome animals. This is not a flying sulcata tortoise, it's just a baby sulcata tortoise, and flashes up above me. So that's a good example of the variance of the animals that we have here. So everything to miniature Scottish Highland cows, to sloths that you can hold, to armadillos, to llamas, to alpacas. Pretty cool. You like the tortoise? The sloth looks dead. The sloth isn't dead. He's just hanging out, aren't you, Flash? You doing alright, bud? He's just chilling. So a sloth's relaxed state is actually clamped on. So a lot of people say, how does he hold on all day long? Well, the relaxed state is clamped on. So a sloth could actually pass away in the tree and not move because it's just hanging out there. Are sloths good pets? No, do not get a sloth as a pet. Did you want another little bite, Flash? Let's make sure. It's up to you. Sometimes he's like, I kind of want to bite and I kind of don't. What do? I hang out here with sloths. Why do we have a sloth? We are a Ocoee Riverside farm. We are licensed by the USDA as an exhibitor, which means for all intents and purposes, we are a zoo. We are 45 minutes from Chattanooga. That's right. Guys, we are right on the banks of the Ocoee River in Benton, Tennessee. We are halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville, and we have over 150 animals. This is a baby sloth. So if you guys have ever wanted to hang out with a baby sloth, you can do that here at Ocoee Riverside Farm. People do ask, do we do gift certificates? We do. You're not getting a sloth, obviously, but you can come hang out with a sloth. Right, Chloe? So we have 4 sloths here, and 3 of them you can hold. It's pretty cool. Some of the new encounters that we've just started doing here at Ocoee Riverside Farm is cuddle in your cabin. So if you're staying here in the covered wagon or the Riverside cabin or upstairs in the sloth suite, you can do an encounter and hold the animal in your lodging. It's pretty cool. So there are age restrictions on that, so just make sure that you check it out. Do they interact with people like dogs? They interact just like this. They're just gonna hang on to you and hold on, and then you can lightly pet. When you are coming to visit a sloth though, or any of the animals, we ask that you don't cover your stuff in lotions and potions and all that good stuff, because it's a little bit overwhelming for the sloth because they have such a sensitive sense of smell. I'm trying to grab the armadillo when he comes by. Do you guys want to see the cutest little armadillo you've ever seen in your whole life? Let's see if I can get him. Oh, I got him. This is Baku. Baku is a 3-banded armadillo, and I think he is about the cutest little thing ever. When he opens and closes, his little ears pop in and out. So on a farm tour, this is just one of the really unique animals that you're gonna get to see here. So we're not just staring at goats out there. You're getting to see armadillos, hedgehogs, micro squirrels, iguanas, coatimundis, camels, macaws. It's pretty incredible. Are we in California? No, we're not in California. We're in Benton, Tennessee, halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville. So a lot of people ask how to get here from Gatlinburg or Dollywood, Pigeon Forge, things like that, right? So I say head south on 411, but here's the deal. First of all, make sure you go the speed limit. If not, you're going to get a little prize from probably each one of the towns. But when you're heading south on 411, you want to look up Bald River Falls. This is a 80-foot waterfall that you can drive right up to, and it's one of the most beautiful waterfalls, I think, in the southeast, and it's right in Tellico Plains. So if you're coming from Gatlinburg, swing by Bald River Falls, check it out, it's beautiful. Maybe grab a burger by the river. There's another 10-foot waterfall, 12-foot waterfall, 6-foot waterfall, all right there, all roadside. If you want a little bit more adventure, you can head up the trails, but it's pretty beautiful. What's above my head? That's a sloth. This is an armadillo, and this is another sloth. We're live here at Ocoee Riverside Farm, and you can come hang out with all of these amazing animals. So if you want to learn about them, you can do that. If you want to hold some, you can hold some. If you want to hold a sloth, you can do that. And let me tell you about this. We have a giant camel. I mean, it's huge. It's like the Goliath of camels. It is the largest camel in North America. We even had to cut a hole in the barn to fit him through. He's over 7 feet tall, 1,750 pounds. So we got his buddy Abu also. Now Abu's a sweetheart. He just wants to follow you around and be your buddy. But you can go out there and take a ride on Ed, and it is huge. It's awesome. Our armadillo is aggressive. Only if you're trying to eat their avocados. Armadillos are aggressive around avocados. No, I'm just kidding. They're not really aggressive. They're pretty chill. You're crying? Well, don't cry. Come visit us and hold a sloth. You guys can make memories forever here at Ocoee Riverside Farm. We have over 150 animals, and you can come hang out with them. You need a sloth hug? Well, come on, Edgar. Come on, man. Come get your sloth hug. He is over it. You're right. Good call. Good call. One day. I hear you. Riverside, California? No, I'm sorry. Not Riverside, California. We are in Benton, Tennessee, and we are on the banks of the river of the Ocoee. So, if you test the sloths, yes, we have vets and all that, and the sloths don't have any STDs or anything, no. Where are we located? We're in Benton, Tennessee, halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville. Guys, if you're trying to figure out what to get for the old Christmas gifts, just grab a gift certificate. A bit far for you in the UK, stop moving so you can see the armadillo. Well, I already put the armadillo down, but this is a sloth. We can sit down. I need a break. What is unethical? Do some people come back and you remember them? Yes, definitely. We have had a good number of people come back, and it's always good. Good to see friendly faces, right? I'm setting this down so we can set here, and then we'll let Flash go back into his area in just a second. It is a little angel. You got disconnected. Oh no. Good morning, everybody. We're live here at Ocoee Riverside Farm, and this is Chloe. I'm Kevin. Up above us is Flash. He already ate, and so now he's chilling. Where's everybody watching from this morning? We're live here at Ocoee Riverside Farm in Benton, Tennessee, and we're just hanging out with some sloths. Whose baby is that? It's the sloth baby, but it doesn't belong to any of the sloths here. Arizona, New York, Georgia, Mississippi, Las Vegas. Hey, Las Vegas, have you ridden around in that little boring tunnel thing? I wonder what that's like. Gatlinburg, heck yeah, but you're in North Carolina. Okay, I got you. So when you're in Gatlinburg, come down and stop by Bald River Falls and look at that giant waterfall. South Florida, how south? Are you Key West? It's cool down there. You would cry if you're gonna hold a sloth. Well, that is okay. We routinely have to go get some tissue, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's no judgment there. Some overwhelming feelings sometimes. Give them a kiss. We're not gonna kiss them, but we'll give them a little pet. You like soft, gentle pets. So when you guys come to visit, make sure that you do nice, gentle pets and don't do the cat scritches. I believe scritches is the name that Michaela calls it. I am not well versed in the vernacular, but she is helping me to become bilingual in this new Tennessee language. I'm just kidding. But scritches, don't scritch the cat. They do have beautiful little eyes. I think they're adorable. Do the babies have teeth? Yep. When she does her little yawn, you will see her gigantic teeth, and you will realize, hey, that's why mom doesn't want her to have milk for too long. What's her name? This is baby Chloe, and she's a two-fingered or two-toed Linnaeus sloth. There's a rat? No, there wasn't a rat. We looked at an armadillo and a sloth. Good morning, everybody. We're live here at Ocoee Riverside Farm, and this is a baby sloth, and we have over 150 animals. If you're trying to figure out something for Christmas, we do have gift certificates. Go to our website, look at Farm Shop, solve some problems. Maybe you need some at the last minute, but either way, whatever. Do we have Highland cows? We sure do. We have Dolly and Annie, and they are the cutest things ever. They are micro minis, so they only weigh like 60 pounds. Dolly is all white with like black accented nose, ears, and feet. And then Annie is the same kind of setup, but with red nose, ears, and feet. Really, really cute. It is a baby sloth, and her name is Chloe, and she wants you to come hold her here. Let's see if we can turn this just a little bit. Hello, Connie in New Zealand. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for watching. For real. Guys, we really appreciate all the likes and the shares and the comments. That helps to spread the word. And as we roll into winter, it's cooler here in Tennessee. So those heat bills start stacking up. Are the animals adoptable? No, we don't sell sloths or anything. We do sometimes with like the micro squirrels or I think sugar gliders, but those are the only two. We don't sell sloths or anything. Kentucky, it is cold. I agree. We're just down here in Tennessee. Do we have cows? We do have cows. We have Scottish Highland micro miniature ones. They only weigh like 60 pounds. They're the cutest things ever. Did I say Benton, Tennessee? I sure did. We are in Benton, Tennessee, right on the banks of the Ocoee River. 35 in Vegas. Go get in that tunnel in Vegas and warm up. Is it a girl or boy? Baby Chloe here is a girl. So we have Chloe, which is a girl, Zoe's a girl, and then Flash and Dash are both boys. So do we breed them? No, we do not breed them. 3 of our sloths came to us from a veterinarian and a person who has been working with sloths for over 30 years. So his first sloth was an injured sloth that could not go back to the jungle, meaning it wouldn't survive. So from that point on, he's been raising and breeding ethical sloths that he only deals with people that are certified as zoos. So they're not for the general public. So you can't just say, hey, I got a checkbook, I want a sloth. So that's the reason that our sloths are a little bit different, and they've never been in the jungle. And I would say they're more removed from the jungle than we're removed from, like, I don't know, sailing across the ocean 200 or 300 years ago. I work in a zoo. We're here at Ocoee Riverside Farm, and we're licensed as a USDA exhibitor, which, for all intents and purposes, is a zoo. What do they eat? They eat a little bit of squash, zucchini, sweet potato, occasional fruit, protein, occasional hard-boiled egg. So they are very sweet. Where are we located? We are in Benton, Tennessee, on the banks of the beautiful Ocoee River. Can people hold them? Yes. You can go to our website, OcoeeRiversideFarm.com. Click on sloths and you can come hold a sloth. It is pretty fun. You can hold 3 of the sloths. We don't hold Flash. This is Flash up here above us. And the reason we don't hold him is he's just never been held, and we're not going to force him to. But he's pretty cool. And Zoe's like, don't forget about me, I'm the cute one. Are they vicious? No, they're viciously slow. Bro is chilling up there. Flash is like, hey, I'm just hanging out. Sloths are your favorite. Well, you can come here and hang out with them. Guys, a really cool encounter that we have that, I mean, it's pretty exclusive. It's called the Sloth Keeper Experience. So if you want the Mac Daddy setup, you get to spend 3 hours with all of the sloths. Like everything that we do, from feeding them to doing all their vet stuff, every single thing. It is 3 hours long, so it's a big chunk of time. But if you're just goo-goo for sloths and you want to hang out with them and learn everything about them, check out the Sloth Keeper. Your daughter's bedroom and dorm are all sloths. Oh, that's awesome. Super cool. My daughter's 9 and she's getting into all that decorating stuff. Where are we? We are in Benton,